here's another tip. Got a tub of screws, can see the screw that you want, but you can't quite get it because you know you'll just knock loads over. Look, it's the temp peg and the magnet again. There's the screw. Done. I now have 8. Oh. But don't throw your magnet back in the screws, or you'll never get it back. Something about this doesn't feel quite right, but I'm sort of just going with it anyway. It's because I know that the screws are going to be exposed, so I have to find good looking screws. The other thing is, I'm doing a screw every middle C. Sorry, not middle C, every C. AKA every octave. Which means they're slightly offset, because we've got 3 keys at the bottom below the C, but on this end there is just a C. So I also can't get to it, so I'm going to have to screw the rest of them and then do that. I have now measured 322mm from the absolute face of that to 2mm behind the back of the keyboard, exactly as I have done with the one on the floor, which is already complete. Well, it's attached with 2 screws. And there we go, Sandy. And we come back here. I've already been sort of experimenting with where the lines are going to be, but it all needs to be clamped up and happy. One there and one there-ish. Something like that. Yep. Hello, drill. Pile a hole of 4 and a bit. Stick it on the thing. Neat hole. Stick it on the thing. Put it down, make sure it's straight, and go. Ha! They came out straighter than the other side. Glad I didn't film it. I mean, yes, I did everything perfectly. Shh. Leaving that drill bit in place, I can take one of the other drill bits, even though it's a different size. Well, that one stays exactly where it is. Ta-da! Excellent. There we go. Measure approximate outline, bit bigger. Place it on the thing, let it slot in the holes. And that is an end piece that I can now adjust to suit whatever angle it needs to be, because it's now nice and flush on that front bit. So I can round that over just slightly. So this was a weird thing to have to do. Yeah, it's stood up on my bench. I had to use all 8-ish kilograms of it. So I could get those 2 screws in. And the same 2 screws up at the top end. So now, hopefully this should sit level under its own weight. I can't believe how light that is. Well, it's not the neatest, nicest thing ever, but it's better than a piece of plastic. And now, I've got to shape these side panels. It's bandsaw time! And nearly a day has passed since I last turned the camera on. You'll see how it's changed in a moment, but I'm now at the point, having marked out with chalk, ignored the mark with chalk, and then drawn over it. I'm now to the point where I can finally cut the side panels and then eventually route the nice curves similar to that. Go! Shaped. Bobbin sander. The ridiculous dusty state of this router probably gives hints as to what I've done for the back cover, having completely changed it. Essentially, the wobbly line, I just didn't like it. Didn't seem strong enough either, so far everything I've routed while filming has come out quite rubbish, so hopefully this will be an exception and will look amazing when it's finished. There we go. Side panels with a cool shape on them. I've had another idea that might turn out to be terrible. Basically, it's going to do a semicircle into the side of this. The idea being, rather than having to grab under or round the side, you'll be able to grab... It'll make a handle, basically. And then go... and then... and stop. Oh, fuck, I moved it, didn't I? Handles. See the grain of this one. There are some things smooth. There are some things in life that we regret, no matter how hard we try to accept them. Why do I get the feeling that this is going to be one of them? No, okay, that looks good. Yep, didn't sound it enough. Never mind. There really isn't much left in this. Gonna have to make all this count. Ow! My finger, that hurt. Do you know what I've just realised? This doesn't really match the mahogany. Even though it says it's mahogany. It's alright, I'm going for the rustic look. Well, I am now anyway. Nope, definitely don't regret it. They look mint.